Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a monthly reset and plan with me for the month of October. I've never done this kind of video before, and I'm also a beginner to Notion, which is the platform that I'm going to be using to plan my month. We're in a bit of a different setup. It is my room, actually. In last week's video, I mentioned that I filmed in my parents' room, but today I'm trying something a little bit different. So hope you enjoy that. Grab a tea if you're ready, and let's get planning. So I have downloaded Notion on my MacBook. They have an application, but they also have like a web version. Notion is a productivity application where you can like plan and track and journal and do a bunch of stuff that I had heard about before, but I have never given a try. So I'm excited to be playing around with it. I ended up watching a bunch of YouTube videos on how Notion worked and used a couple templates to create my own template, sort of. It's mostly just someone else's template. I took a lot of inspiration from Alexis Eldridge, who also took inspiration from, just reading her name, Michelle Kanemitsu. I hope I'm saying that correctly. They both have a lot of Notion experience at this point. I'm gonna share my screen. I'm also going to be changing my desktop for my MacBook because I do that every single month regardless. So I already made a desktop for this month. I make it in Canva and I just change the template that I had used the previous month. So it's super easy to customize. I have a video on how I do that. I will link all of them down below. So I'm just gonna change that. I have my calendar one, that's this one. I'm gonna go over to this one, which is the to-do one. There we go. And then this one will be also a calendar one. I'm just gonna rearrange it. So that is my new desktop background for the month with the October calendar, as well as my to-do list, which it's kind of not a full-fledged to-do list. It just, whenever I think of something that I want to do, I just jot notes down. I also want to quickly change my icons because I made new icons for this. I mean, do I need to? No, they are on theme. The little pumpkins I thought were really cute. So to change your icons, you just Command A to select, Command C to copy, and then when you click Get Info in the folder you want to change, you select the icon that already exists and click Paste, which is Command V, and there you go. That is your icon change. So I'm just gonna quickly go through each one. All right. Cute. So now I'm gonna go to Notion, which I already have up, and this is my homepage for the month of October at least. I made a cute little cover on Canva with just a few pictures that act kind of like a vision board for my month. I'll just quickly explain them. So I'm very close to YouTube monetization. I'm almost to 1,000 subscribers and I've already hit the watch hours. So just wanted to quickly say thank you so much for everyone watching and subscribing. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, please feel free to do so. I'm not sure if I'm gonna hit the 1,000 mark by the time this video is up. If I have, I'm just so thankful. And so obviously we got some pumpkins. We got a little bullet journal for October that was from Pinterest. All of these photos are from Pinterest. I also have this image of books. I'm hoping to read more books to complete my Goodreads goal by the end of the year, which I had as 12 to keep it like reasonable, but then I surpassed 12 and made it 22, but I don't think I'm gonna make it. We'll see. So hoping to read some more. And then the last photo is 2 passports. They're American passports. I'm Canadian, but I am waiting on a green card to move to the United States. So just hoping that the next stage will be approved in the month of October, fingers crossed. And that's why I put those there, just to manifest it a bit. And yeah, so let's start filling everything out. I do want to change these images, which I'm not sure how to do necessarily. I'll just change them later. Of course, I didn't realize that you could literally just click the 3 dots and replace them with uploaded images or links or whatever. So I ended up doing that after the fact, and this is the result. So this is my homepage. It has not really been customized too much other than I changed the widget from the template to my location, obviously. Just making sure I'm still screen recording. And then it has all the pages that I have kind of themed out, did I? I don't know what happened here. I did some rearranging, so things might look a little different. So that is my homepage on Notion, and then let's go through each of the pages. So I have my weekly agenda, which is what I want to start with customizing. I tried to delete everything in the template that like wasn't relevant to me, at least in terms of pages. I mostly went off of Michelle's template. So I did change this to October 3rd to 10th. Usually I use my reminders app, which has a bunch of stuff that I kind of go through. And if I have a day and time that I need something to get done, that's when I put a detail of like when to do it. I'm not sure whether I'm going to totally ditch this method and move completely to Notion yet. I think I just need to like experiment over the course of the month to figure out what works best. Of course, this is what I'm used to, so I'm like worried about transitioning, but I planned the video and now obviously I'm filming the video, so I'm just gonna say that I did that. But a lot of these things are things that I want to do over the course of this week. So I'm going to kind of fill this out. So Monday is the 3rd. We're going to Michigan on Wednesday. Wednesday or Tuesday? I'm not sure yet. So let's say Monday I need to pack for Michigan, and then let me reference my calendar too. That's the other thing. I'm not sure if there's a way to seamlessly integrate your Apple Calendar into your Notion. I think there's a way to do Google from what I have seen. I usually plan and like schedule my life out on my Apple Calendar. So if there's a way to do that without paying for a subscription or anything like that, please let me know in the comments. I would love to know. On Saturday, I'm hoping to post apple picking vlog. Pretty sure that's the vlog that's gonna go up that day. Don't know what else I have necessarily concrete plans. On Monday, I'm gonna try and photograph clothes. So I did a closet clean out like a couple months ago, and I ended up sorting everything into keep, donate, and sell. And so I donated everything that I wanted to donate already. I just have a bunch of stuff that I'm interested in selling, which I have not done yet. I think because I've never done it before, I'm like nervous about it. So I'm going to photograph all those clothes and get that started. So that will be on Monday's list of things to do. And then I'm gonna make this actually, burner was the word that she used, of like anything on the back burner that if I have time to do, I should do. So I figure that's gonna be like non-time sensitive things, which is basically declutter my photo album. I need to back up my iPad. I think the intention of this line here is so that the first one is definitely have to do, that's the priority, and then anything below the line is like if you can kind of thing. I think I'm just gonna leave this because it's not necessarily a monthly specific thing. So I'm going to leave it like this. And then the rest of these days are kind of question marks because we'll be in Michigan. I'm not sure what we'll be doing each day. So I'm just gonna leave that blank for now. All right, going to my content calendar. So that's actually something I have planned already in my Apple Calendar. So on October 1st, this is the video that I want to post. So it's going to be my monthly reset. Oh my God. And plan with me. I'm going to make the status filming. Yeah, it's gonna be live on October 1st. That's the hope. It is going on YouTube. I'd say it's productivity. That's my title, I think, for at least right now. So I'm gonna just copy and paste it in there. Thumbnail ideas. I think I'm gonna have like the Notion photo behind me, basically. So now, theoretically, the way this works is add it to the calendar and it also gets put in like this, but I also want it here. So I'm just gonna move that. Okay. I messed up the template, but that's okay. I'm really just starting to get the hang of Notion. I've been playing with it just a little bit, so please bear with me. That's one video. So I'm just gonna finish the whole calendar and fill it out with all the videos that I have planned, at least. Okay, we are back. I've entered all of the videos that I actually have planned so far and any other ideas that I have for, I don't know, bonus content or If one of the videos falls through, then I can replace it with that. So that is that. And then it gets all nicely sorted into this table here, and I can go in and edit it as I have more info. This is just a part of the template that Michelle had for her video and what songs she used, and I just kept it there so that I could maybe listen to the songs, see if I wanted to use them in my videos. I don't know. For now, I'm just gonna keep it. The next page is my workouts page. So I kind of copied the weekly agenda or the agenda bit here, all those tables, into that so that I could kind of plan my workouts for the week. At the moment, it's kind of hard for me to plan that because we're going away, but recently we've been going for runs, mostly every other day, at least 3 times a week. We've stopped that since it's gotten a little bit colder and my lungs just like can't handle the cold while we run. So hopefully the temperature will be a little bit higher where we can run. So I'm just going to put 5K run. It's not actually a 5K run that we do. We have been using the Couch to 5K app, and it's supposed to train you to eventually run a 5K. So that's what I'm gonna call it. Definitely not running 5K. It's mostly walking, a little bit of jogging, but I get my heart rate up and I've definitely improved. I really hate that winter's coming to ruin that for me. That's okay. On Tuesday, I'm going to, well, usually we also do yoga, so I'm going to also put that in, but depends on how tired we are. And then on Tuesday, I'm gonna run on the elliptical. So that's that. I'm gonna leave the weekend free. I don't think that's actually going to be what I end up doing next week, but I'm thinking I'm just gonna keep it as plan for the week. Like that should be something every week, and I'll go in and change it when I end up changing my routine. Okay, the next page really should actually be over here because it doesn't make sense for it to be somewhere else. For now, I just wanna go through and fill in the tables that I've made. So I'm just gonna go through and look at my YouTube analytics so I can see how much I've grown when I do this again for next month. I'm just gonna do what my subscriber count was at as of today. I'm sure it'll be different by the actual end of September, but I'm at 985. My watch time, I guess I'll do what my watch time is at this moment from a lifetime, whatever. Yeah, that's what I'll do. So I'll do 7.4K. So that's what my watch time's at. I'm absolutely shocked by that. My number of views as well is also quite high. Wowza. I kind of don't like that it doesn't include a comma. I just want it to look like what I type it as. So I'm just gonna change this actually to text instead. And then for October, we'll see. We'll see what that ends up being, but I just added it there. And I'm gonna do the same for Instagram. I don't know how much I'm gonna actually commit to filling this bit out. I wanna grow on Instagram. I'm definitely putting all my eggs in the YouTube basket at the moment and really trying to grow on there. But I also wanna grow Instagram too. So if you haven't followed me, please do so. But going into my insights, I am just gonna fill this out for the month of September. And then eventually I wanna also just copy and paste the table and do the same thing for TikTok. It's a very recent account that I've made. I kind of didn't wanna get into TikTok like everybody else at the beginning, which was not the smartest decision for a content creator or wannabe content creator. A little late to the game. I will eventually populate that and work harder on TikTok. Go follow me there as well if you want to encourage me. All right, next, I actually also put the monthly goals ahead of the workouts page because there's also content goals within my monthly goals. So that's how I separated it for now. I'm just gonna do general goals, content goals, and wedding planning goals. So my general goals for this month specifically, I really need to sell my clothes. What are some other ones? Oh my gosh, I was thinking about this for so long and now I'm blank. Okay, let's switch to content goals just so I can, 1,000 subscribers. You know what? Because this is probably going to happen, I'm pretty sure in the next couple days, I'm gonna actually make my goal be 1,200 subscribers by the end of October. That's the goal. At the beginning of the year, I made a goal of having 2,000 subscribers, 2,000 followers on Instagram. I'm not gonna reach that, I don't think, unless I have a reel go viral or something like that. But that's okay. I'm gonna say that my goal is 1,750 followers. And then on TikTok, I want to reach 500 followers. Oh shoot, I was thinking about like the end of this year, not by October. Let's change that to 700. Let's keep TikTok high, why not? 500 followers. Let's see if I can do it. Some other goals for this month: work out 5 times a week. That would be ideal. What else? I need more than just 2 goals. Okay, the next one I'm adding is drink 8 cups of water a day, because that's the average. That's what you should be drinking a day. Definitely do drink a lot of water, but probably not enough. And speaking of that, so a lot of pages that were included, I've ended up putting in this like archive extras folder that I made. I don't even know if you call it a folder. It's like a page, and then those are the pages embedded within the page. I think that's the lingo. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I ended up actually starting to think that I would do a habit tracker, but then I was like, am I actually going to commit to it? Probably not. So I want to just stick to this and get used to what I've got, but maybe eventually I can incorporate this into my planning, into my Notion that I've got going. That could be how I hold myself accountable for the workouts, the drinking water, the habits that I want to create for my week, for my day, things like that. We need to finalize our guest list. I need to figure out photo and video. And then also we need to figure out transportation. I also need to actually, here, add it to kind of higher up, finish the wedding website. I've done like nothing. I added a page with our names and the date and a photo of us. So I want to flesh that out a bit. We're gonna do digital save the dates. So I think I'm just gonna design them myself, and we're gonna have to figure out how to send them, collect email addresses, which also is the reason why we want the wedding registry done before, the wedding website done before the save the dates, so that we can maybe put the website link on there so that people have access to it. So that is that for now. I think I just want to put this here. I found a dress. I just want one thing to just be checked off. All right, moving on. So my next page in here is the shopping list, and I don't know if I'm going to add to it right now, especially because me and Anthony are going away for a couple days to Michigan, like I said. So I'm just gonna leave that blank. Same with this. And then we have the budget tracker. It's also just a template, and I've left it mostly as is, except I have deleted a couple things. So there's things in here that will become relevant later, obviously. So I don't want to fully delete them, but I guess I can edit it later. So I'm just gonna leave that blank until I actually fill it out at the end of October, or well, during October as I spend. And last but not least is a reading list. I do have to end up deleting these little blocks that are here, but for now I'm just gonna add the books that I'm reading. So I'm reading The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo at the moment. I'm not gonna score it yet because I'm not done. The next book that I have to read for the month of October is The Fifth Petal. It is by this author. But that is my Notion tour and my plan with me for October. Hopefully you enjoyed this monthly reset. It is a first for me with Notion. It will probably evolve as time goes on, especially as I get used to Notion and I get used to planning for the month. I usually kind of plan my weeks, like I said, in my reminders, to-do lists, but I don't really have everything in one spot. So I'm very excited to actually have Notion to be able to organize everything from YouTube content and tracking my YouTube growth and just planning my month and getting organized. I'm very excited to just have everything organized, and it's also very aesthetic. If you did like this video, please don't forget to give it a like and subscribe if you're not already. I really do appreciate you watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.